Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Big Girl Diaries. Big Girl Diaries. What it do? What it do? Big Girl Diaries. I just made that up, but welcome back. If you do not know me, my name is Jordan Hedden. I'm the creator of Big Girl Diaries podcast, and you're tuning in to another episode. Just a little introduction. I am a female. I go to TSU. I am 21 years old. I'm from Detroit, Michigan, and I love this podcast. This podcast is for Gen Z and young adults, and we are talking about mental health and wellness, and we are talking about the things that really don't nobody want to talk about, but everybody is going through, that type of stuff. That's my vibe. And today I want this episode to be entertaining, heartfelt, but also a little deep, because I live very deeply, as we all should. And today I want to talk about being a fulfilled individual, because y'all, I got something to tell y'all. I recently got out of a relationship with someone I loved. And when you get out of a relationship, this was my first relationship. And now that I'm, newly single, I'm not really newly. I've been single for like a couple months, but now that I'm, single, I'm just really reflecting on my first relationship and all the things that could have went wrong, all the things that could have went right, all the things that I've learned and about myself and about other people. So during this journey, I have been, because that's what it is. It's a journey. Singleness is a journey. Your life is a journey, period. And I want to talk about how to be a fulfilled individual, because once you get out of a relationship, you easily get to feeling like you will never find love again. You'll never be loved again. You will never, you just easily get lost in what am I without this person? What am I to do? How am I to feel? Who can I run to fill this empty space? Who can I run to when I need love? Yeah, okay. But that's really how you be feeling, y'all. That's really how you be feeling when you get out of a relationship, because you just be you was just so connected to this person. Y'all was part of y'all everyday lives. You knew you was gonna hear from that person. You knew that person was always gonna be there. But now that they're not there, it's just kind of ooh, this not right. What am I supposed to do with myself? And I just want to give people advice, give you some advice, but also give myself some advice, that when you came into this world, you were an individual. And when you leave this earth, you're going to be individual. Even when you get married, and you're still gonna, even if you happily married, you're still gonna die an individual. And when you get into a relationship, it's kind of hard to remember that you were an individual. It's kind of hard to remember that you had a life before this person. You had hobbies, you had interests, you had desires, you had friends, you had goals, you had experiences. But when you and that person came together, those experiences became one. Now that y'all are apart, it's you have to become one again. You have to ground yourself again. And I just want to give I just want to talk about some things that I've been doing that helps me basically be not just an individual, because we all are individuals, but to be a fulfilled and happy individual. And I feel like the first thing you have to do is you have to you can't take stuff so personal. That's how I feel. Like, when you getting out of a relationship, you just think to yourself, wow, I wasn't good enough. I wasn't worthy. I wasn't who they wanted. I wasn't who they wanted me to be. And baby, you can't do that, because you have to know that you're worthy with or without this person. You was worthy before you got into the relationship with them, because if you wasn't, why would they get into a relationship with you? You know, it's like, it's kind of like you were worthy before that person, and you're going to be worthy after that person. You really, when you get out of a relationship, you really have to do a deep dive into your inner psyche and into your inner self-esteem, because once you get out of a relationship or you get broke up with or something, it really affects your self-esteem, because now you just feel this sense of like lost. And another thing, you have to allow yourself to be okay. You have to allow yourself to be okay with the outcome. Like, you have to allow yourself to be okay with how it went, how the situation ended. Like, don't be the person that's holding on and knowing that, because you gonna get your heart broke even more if you hold on to something knowing that it's over. Like, basically, like honestly, I hope this is all connecting for y'all, because yeah, like, I really have been taking a break from my podcast, because this is really what I've been going through. I've been going through a season where God is trying to make me an individual again. And another thing is, you have to think to yourself, my purpose isn't attached to other people. My purpose isn't attached to who I'm with at the moment, if that makes sense. Like, yes, you love your partner. Yes, y'all have made goals together. Yes, y'all have purpose in each other's life, but your whole entire purpose isn't to be with another person, if that makes sense. Like, God is going to give you purpose before he gives you your partner, if that makes sense. Like, your partner and your purpose are two different things. So you kind of have to separate your identity from that person. And in order to do that, you really just have to spend time with yourself. I'm sorry. Yes, you're going to have to be alone. And not necessarily be alone as far as like literally alone, because I know everybody has friends, everybody has their bestie they want to go to. I feel like everybody has people, but as far as like being alone, I mean that you don't have nobody that's like trying to pursue you, basically. And during this alone time, you basically have to do the work, as far as asking yourself the hard questions, asking yourself hard questions about the decisions that you've made in the relationship, and about the person that you were when you were in the relationship. Because the person that you were when you were in a relationship is not going to be the same person that you are now, if that makes sense. Like, once you break up with somebody, you're not that person anymore. You are in a transition. You are a new being, but only if you let yourself become that. Some people, when they get out of relationships, they run to another relationship, or they do things that try to like fill the void of just being away from somebody and being basically initially alone again. And doing those things, it's not gonna fill the void, if that makes sense. Yeah. Like, running and like to do unhealthy things. I'm not gonna name the unhealthy things because y'all know what y'all be doing. It's not gonna help you fill the void or fill the absence. And you just have to go through the pain. Like, you can't go over it. Like, going through the pain is basically sitting with yourself and just really like taking care of yourself, putting yourself first. I feel like the way to be a successful individual is working on yourself, especially after a breakup. That's the best thing you could do. Like, go to the gym, get cuter, get finer, get your money up, get your spirit up, get your self-esteem up. Like, the best revenge is a life well lived. Okay, I saw that from a show. Okay, period. And I just feel like you really have to not be so hard on yourself too, and allow yourself to grieve. Like, allow yourself to feel the things that you need, that needs to be felt. Because when you don't allow yourself to feel the things that need to be felt, you're basically going to just go and do things that will make you feel better, but really it's not going to make you feel better. The only thing that's really going to make you feel better is sitting with yourself and just asking yourself the difficult questions. Asking yourself, who was I when I was with this person? Did I like who I was with this person? What did I learn when I was with this person? What lessons, or what do I want to take from this relationship into the next relationship? Because relationships are learning experiences. And once you get out of a relationship, you have learned something. You've learned something and you've gained something. And don't ever think of a relationship as a fail. I don't hate my ex. I don't think our relationship was a fail. I don't have no resentment towards him. Because it's just like, for what? That's not getting me nowhere. That's not making me happy. That's not me hating you. Not gonna make you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get into all that, but I just want to say that find some hobbies. Get back to the things that you loved to do when you were a young child. Like, I'm very into reading and writing. That's like my favorite subject. I started journaling again. I started going to the gym more. I affirmed myself a lot. I allowed myself to be sad. I allowed myself to just to feel the way I needed to feel. And another thing, don't chase nobody. Like, that's another way to be happy as an individual. Do not chase nobody, okay? Because chasing, that means that you ain't got it, okay? When you chasing something, that means you ain't got it. And I feel like when you chase your ex, or when you chase the person that you supposedly broke up with, that's not going to make them want you more. That's not going to make them move towards you, basically. And when you chase, you're putting the energy on them. You're not really putting that energy back into yourself, because you so busy trying to chase. You so busy worried about them. And it's like, no. But being a happy individual, it's not just about like going through a relationship. Or it's not just about like, because you could listen to this podcast while being in a relationship, because you got to be happy while you in a relationship too. Like, being an individual is not just about being a fulfilled individual. It's not just about like, oh, I'm gonna be happy, when I'm out of a relationship or when I break up with somebody. It's about being happy, period. Because it's like, at the end of the day, you still you. Like, when you get in a relationship, you be thinking, it really seemed like you won with somebody. Like, it really seemed like you, like, this your person, this your one. Like, but you're always an individual, babe. And the better individual you are, the better you can show up for the next person, or the better you can show up in your life, period. And I'm still on my journey when it comes to being an individual. It's like, basically, you got to become your own best friend. That's the best way I can describe it. Like, you got to become somebody that you like to be around. You got to become somebody that you want. You have to desire yourself. Like, if listen to this, like, just imagine you got a friend, she always negative, she always talking mess, she always got some nasty to say, she always got some, comeback. That friend is you, babes. You're that friend. Would you want to be around somebody like that? No, you wouldn't. So it's like, it's kind of like, be who you want to attract. That's what it is. So in order to be a happy individual, just think about the person that you admire the most. What do you admire about them? And start doing what you admire. Basically, we all got social media. We all become the person that you admire. That's how you be a fulfilled individual. And don't let loneliness, don't let your mind trick you into thinking that you're lonely. Just because, you probably see your ex, they probably doing what they doing, and you probably doing what you doing, and you probably comparing your situation to them. But don't do that, friend. Don't do that, because what's for you will never miss you. What's for you will never miss you. And don't compare yourself. Just don't compare yourself. Don't compare yourself to other people's lives, because everybody has deep-rooted trauma, okay? That's all you have to, like, once you get to comparing yourself to somebody, just think, like, oh, they got deep-rooted trauma. Because we all do. Like, we all have deep-rooted trauma. And to be a fulfilled individual, you just gotta be authentic and unapologetically you. Like, because you never know. You never know who you gonna inspire. You never know who you're going to uplift. And protect your peace. That's another way to become a fulfilled individual. Protect your peace. Like, ain't nothing really worth your peace. I'm sorry. I don't care. Like, shame the devil. Okay? Like, nothing really deserves your peace. If it's not bringing you peace, babes, let it go. And y'all, and don't just think that I'm coming from a place where, I'm just better than, I think I know everything and I'm just so perfect. No, baby, because a couple of friends of mine had to tell me let it go, okay? A couple of friends of mine had to tell me to let it go. And now I'm telling you to let it go, because God has more abundance for you. That's what it is. That's what it is. God has more abundance for you. And live your life every day like that. That's how you be a fulfilled individual. Live your life like God has more abundance for you. Live your life like you are somebody that matters. Live your life like, baby, I was here. No, live your life like I was here, but baby, now I'm here, baby. Like, live your life like you're somebody that's worth to be praised, baby. Live your life like you're the main character. Live your life like you're somebody that's worth respect, love, kindness. Treat yourself how you want people to treat you, baby. And that's how you will live a fulfilled life. Okay, and your fulfillment shouldn't come from other people. It shouldn't be determined by who I'm in a relationship with, who I'm getting attention from. Your life, your worth isn't determined by who you're chosen by. Clock it, clock it, clock it. You being chosen by someone does not determine your happiness. You being chosen by someone does not determine what type of human you are, baby, because God chose you. God chose you when you came down on this earth. In Jesus' name. I'm so thankful that you have listened to this podcast. This podcast was really just one of those podcasts where I just wanted to update y'all and I just wanted to vent for real. So don't take this podcast too seriously. But do take it seriously because I'll be talking some real ish, but don't take it too seriously. This is all positive vibes and I hope to see you in the next episode, love bug. Bye.